Good morning. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My name is Rofi Muhammad Ardiansyah.
Can I see your identification, please?
Yes, of course. Here's my identification.
Thank you. Let's talk about emotions. How do you usually deal with stress?
When it comes to emotion, special stress, I try to deal with it in a healthy and balanced way. Usually, when I feel stressed, I take a few minutes to slow down and breathe deeply. Sometimes I go for a walk, listen to calm music, or take a short break from whatever activity is overwhelming me. These small habits help me reset my mind and prevent stress from building up.
Do you think you're good in managing your own emotions?
I think I'm fairly good at managing my emotion, but I would say I'm perfect. There are times when I react too quickly or feel overwhelmed, but I have learned to recognize those moments. I have become more aware of my emotional triggers and I try to respond with more patience and understanding. It's definitely a skill that I can improving over time.
Whom do you usually talk to when you feel strong emotions, like angry, sad, or excited?
When I experience strong emotion, whether it's anger, sadness, or excitement, I usually talk to someone I trust. For example, if I am upset or worried, I often talk to a close friend or a family member. They help me look at the situation for a different perspective and remind me that emotions are temporary. If I am excited about something, I also love sharing it with people close to me because their positive reaction make the moment even more meaningful.
What do you do to stay emotionally healthy?
To stay emotionally healthy, I try to maintain a balanced lifestyle. I make sure to sleep enough, stay active, and manage my time well so that I don't feel rushed or overwhelmed. I also practice self-reflection by journaling my thoughts. Writing help me understand what I am feeling and why. And lastly, I try to surround myself with positive and supportive people because the environment you in really affects your emotional well-being.
When it happened,
One emotional event that had a strong impact on me happened a couple of years ago. It was during a time when I suddenly lost a close family member that now come unexpectedly and it completely shot my emotional state. I remember feeling confused, sad, and overwhelmed once. It was one of the most intense emotional experience I had ever gone through.
What caused it?
The cause, of course, was the sudden loss when something unexpected happens, especially involving someone you care about. It shakes your sense of stability and security. I was prepared mentally or emotional. So I found myself struggling to understand my feelings.
What did you do to improve your emotional state?
To improve my emotional states, I had to take some time for myself. I allowed myself to feel the sadness instead of pretending everything was fine. I talk to my family and we support each other through the grieving process. I also reached out to a close friend who listened without judgment. In addition, I try to keep a routine, sleeping properly, eating well, and spending time in nature to keep my mental and emotional health stable.
Explain what you learned from that experience.
What I learned from this experience is that emotional healing takes time and that is okay to feel vulnerable. I also learned the importance of seeking support rather than going through difficult emotional alone. The experience taught me that emotional health is just as important as physical health, and taking care of your feeling is something that requires patience, compassion, and understanding. Most importantly, I realized that strong emotions are a natural part of being human, and dealing with them in a healthy way help you grow stronger.
How important is emotional health compared to physical health?
I believe emotional health is just as important as physical health. Physical health helps us function, but emotional health determines how we think, make decisions, and interacts with others. Even if someone is physical health poor, emotional health can affect their daily life, work performance, and relation. When both are balanced, people are more productive, confident, and resilient.
Why do some people find it difficult to express their emotions?
Some people find it difficult to express their emotion because they may have grown up in inferior moments where expressing feeling was discounted. Others might fear being judged, misunderstood, or appearing weak. There are also people who simply don't know how to identify their emotion, so so they struggle to communicate them. Cultural factor also play a role. Some culture emotional control, while other encourage open expression.
Do you think school need to teach emotional intelligence?
I strongly believe that schools should teach emotional intelligence. Academic knowledge is important, but students also need the skill to understand their emotion, manage stress, and maintain good relationship. And emotional intelligence help reduce conflict, improves communication, and supports mental health. If students learn the skill early, they will grow into adults who are more empathic, confident, and emotionally stable. Teaching emotional intelligence is an investment not just for individual but for the whole society.